What's up, everybody? Welcome to Crash Desktop. I'm here today. I am playing Spaceflight Simulator. This has been much requested. Several people who watch my channel have actually requested this specifically. It's a pretty cool little program. This is actually a mobile program, which I am playing via BlueStacks on my PC. To let you play Android games on your PC. And this is pretty cool. We're going to check it out. We're going to see how it compares specifically to Kerbal Space Program, because Kerbal Space Program is kind of my jam. So I've played this for like 15 minutes. I sent one thing into space, got it into orbit. I like it. It's simple. It's a good introduction to this stuff. But I haven't really delved into it much yet. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna do play. I am gonna go ahead and delete this test world because I don't care. We'll just create one. We'll run the tutorial. Let's just start from the beginning. We'll see what we can accomplish. It's a little glitchy there at first. I don't know if it's actually going to have us do the tutorial again. That's the real question. Let's see. It may not. It may remember that I've already done that, but that's fine with me. There's some advanced or example rockets. That's cool, right? All right, so you tap on the engine to turn it on. Throttle up, and you turn it on. Ooh, that's loud. I'm gonna just back that off a smidge. There we go. So this is cool. I like this feature. It actually gives you indication of the ideal ascent angles as you're going when you're doing your gravity turn. What is the ideal ascent angle? I kind of like that. Now you could okay, it says to go to 20. You don't have to do that robotically. You can kind of fiddle with it and you'll eventually be, see, if you time it right, you'll do a nice smooth gravity turn the way it wants you to. It says to turn our thing off. Let's take a peek at the map. I don't like that still. I'm turning that back on. Don't you tell me what to do there, program. We're gonna hold 45 actually for a minute. Now we're gonna go out of the map view and keep an eye on it. This is cool. You can kind of just pay attention to the arrow to get an idea of where you're at. Hello! Hello! That's pretty good. I'm digging that. How much fuel do we have? We'll see. So we're going to point along our axis of travel here. That's not letting me... There we go. That's a little more like it. Go to the map. We'll want to start our burn a little bit beforehand. And one thing I checked with this, so this is kind of cool. Obviously, you want to point along your prograde vector, but you can work in radial maneuvers to your burns, and it'll actually work correctly. They've managed to simulate these things. So we'll demonstrate a bit. I'm going to guesstimate that we want to start our maneuver. Probably about now. So like I'm going to put a little radial out here. Then pitch over. Not bad. Could be a little bit better. For instance, if we do kind of that, that's going to tighten that up. Then we'll do a maneuver when we get to our apoapse to fix that. But I want to fiddle around with this because there's a thing you can do here. For example, we could actually fix this a bit. Let me try. We got time. I'm gonna respond to this. What do we got? Oh, where at? Ah, I see it. I see it. I'm gonna try this. Let's see what result we get. So if we point radial in, we'll throttle it back to say 40%. Look at that. Uh-huh. Pretty much perfect. So that's a radial inward maneuver. I'm going to describe this. So again, you can use that trick to correct elliptical orbits. In the real world, that's what I'm saying right now. They work that into the launch. That way it ends up pretty much perfect when they get there. And it was really cool. I actually watched that happen one time in a launch. It was really neat. Like you could see the pitch of the vehicle doing this. Yeah, we can make a big rocket. So he's requesting that I make a big rocket, and that's totally fine. I wanted to see this too, like, how far out can we zoom? Oh, cool. Okay, we got the moon there. Very neat. Let's do... And he's asking if I have the expansions, which I do. So we're going to play around with this. So let's see. We can do big stuff. 8 wide, 10 wide. Okay, so these are in meters. Cool, cool. What we got? We got big engines. That's a space engine. That's a space engine. First stage engine, thrust 120 tons. That's the big one. Okay. Let me see. Cool. Anything we want, really. What do we got? Oh, we got ion engines. That's fun. Let's see. Looks like we have a lot to work with. See what we can, what I can come up with. What can I come up with? Let's see. All right, so we'll get rid of all this. He wants something big, so we'll do something big. How big is this engine? Ooh, okay, okay. How big are these by comparison? So that's pretty big. That's a big rocket. I don't know if that one little engine there is gonna do the trick. Can we do 2 engines? Ooh. Ooh, we can. Look at that. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So, and this is our thrust to weight. So you can't get super big. Okay, okay. We can do a lot with this. Let's do like that. We'll do one of these. We'll do a couple of these guys. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Being sent a link. Nice. Very cool. Okay. I'm gonna pull this up, but I'm going to mute the tab. So I'm being shown how to do a Saturn V in this. I'm just going to peek through this real quick. Very cool. This is very cool. People are doing neat things with this. How neato. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. So I'm seeing how you can do even bigger vehicles. That's really neat. Let's see. Let's give it a go. I like this. I am impressed. All right, so I'm going to kind of, you can't see this on my video. Obviously, I'm not going to play it since this is somebody else's video, but I'm going to kind of follow along and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to run it at like 0.25. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Okay. All right, so we'll give this a go then. Let's take this. We're going to take this whole thing apart real quick. Everybody loves a good Saturn V. Let's see. We're going to start with a 12 wide. Engines. We're going to put... We need aerodynamics, is it? Or is it fairings? Aerodynamic fuselage. I like this interface a lot. Oh, wait, no. It's not that one. Is it that? No, it's... Let's zoom in. Trying to see how they were doing that. That's a nose cone. That's a fuselage. Can you like... You can put that on there. Okay, okay, I'm kind of seeing that. How do you increase the size of these things? Can you do that? Based on what he's doing. Possible to increase the size of these? Let me see. I'm going to ask if you can increase the size of these. Because they seem kind of small. Structural. Other. Very cool. I mean, these are pretty big. They'll do the trick. They're just not really that thing. Thanks for sharing. How interesting. Unless... Aha. Can we flip the side of this? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. I'm starting to see these things. Okay, so I got my little video over here. We'll throw this bad boy up on here. We'll throw this bad boy up on here. Neat. Okay. Looks like they used... interesting. They used fuselage to do the winglets. That's pretty fun, actually. Fun thing with those, they didn't actually... they were just stabilizers. They didn't do anything special. The winglets at the bottom of the Saturn V, they don't actually do much. They don't have control surfaces or anything like that. Even though they kind of look like they would, typically in pictures, they don't. They're just kind of there. Let's see. Did he use the big engines? I think he did. Sure looks that way. At least that's what I would use. Let me see. Oh, okay, he built it this way first. Okay. So we'll do this. Neat. They have cool tools available here. Haha, neat. That's cool. Very cool. Let's see. 12 wide. Interesting. So this person had very particular stuff laid out to get the patterns he wanted, basically. Oop. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what just happened there. The controls are a little weird. Oop. So you have to make sure you're not clicking on things in BlueStacks, or you'll end up with weird stuff. So we can kind of recolor this too. There we go. Interesting. Ah, cool. That's very neat. All right. So this guy did double at the top with that texture. Interesting to use 2 to get it to look right. I like it. I like it. Uh-huh. Oh! Okay, this is cool, people. Okay. So, you can take these. And you can do 2 of them like so. And then you can kind of stack them around each other. So that it's like they're grouped. That's really neat. That's really, really cool. Okay. Let's see. We want 12 wide again. I think we want those. Let's see. Now, the real vehicle actually had multiple engines in there. That's a thing. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. That was to make sure you were activating this. I see. Okay, okay. Let's see then. Hey, what up? How's it going? All right, we'll throw one of these bad boys on here and this guy on here. And we're going to keep following this tutorial. That's really cool. Okay. I see what they're kind of doing here. I got to see. There's a thing here. Oh, nice. You have it too. That's cool. Yeah, no, people have been requesting this. And so I figured I'd give it a check out. Right now I'm following a tutorial to build a Saturn V in this, so we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of figuring out how a particular thing was done. That's interesting. Let's do this. I think it's going to probably be 8 wide, maybe. No. 6 wide? 10 wide. No. It's got to be 8. Yeah. So we take that little guy, maybe. Very cool. Very cool. How does that work, though? It's a little wonky on PC, I'm not gonna lie. How strange. I don't know how that works. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of thing. So that's the thing. I'm going to leave this part off for now. There we go. Okay. So we got that. We got this. Got a guy. He's painting stuff. I kind of see what he's up to here. Let's go to 12 wide. We would do like that perhaps. And then click here. We would do that. Looks like in this tutorial, he actually doubles up on the engines, which is interesting. It means that the vacuum engine doesn't have enough thrust. Intriguing. That's clever. So you can actually stack engines on top of things here. That's pretty cool. So let's do that. Neat. Oh. There we go. Apparently. This is apparently a glitch. And I think we're going to 10 wides, would be my guess. Yes, that's a 10 wide. And then it looks like you do one of these numbers and then another one of these numbers on top of it. That's what it's looking like. Interesting. Okay. Do a separator. Do aerodynamics. Actually, we're doing fairings. That's right. Aerodynamics would be under that in Kerbal, not in this. And you would do not that. Not that. Not that. That's a little closer. There we go. Looks like one of those and then a big... What is it? Interesting. How does that work? Oh, I've had some snow. No, I live in the Ohio area, and yeah, snow's a thing. Snow's a definite thing. Not quite yet this year. We're getting there. So how do you do these? I need to see this. How do you do angled fairings? Huh? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I see it. This is a pretty clever program. Not that one. What am I guessing? You got a lot of snow? Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. We're doing 8 wide, I think. Nope, 6 wide. Yes. Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where'd I end up? We seem to be having some technical difficulties. I think I've made a glitch happen. Well, that's not good. Ah. Un momento. Gotcha, gotcha. Hmm. I'm gonna relaunch this program. 1 second. I think it's just glitched out. Well, that is definitely no fun. Well, luckily, we've got this to do. I have been there. I have been there before. Many, many times. Darn, this is not working. Hmm. Didn't mean to hit that. Huh. Not getting stuck under the ice, but being sent to my room and having to stay there. I did a lot of that in my youth. I can honestly say, haven't gotten stuck under any ice. I'm glad to hear that you are okay, though. So what were you? I've been known to get in trouble when I was younger. Yes. Were you like playing around the water? I actually like fell into a pond one time and tried to like get myself in trouble that way. That was pretty silly. Well, let's see. Load a blueprint. Test. Load. Seems to have glitched out. I don't think we're getting that rocket back. Yeah, that's okay. We can start a new rocket. What's up? Oh man, well, yeah, that's a good way to get yourself in trouble. Oh no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. Yeah, no. I can honestly say I never fell through any ice, but I have managed to, you know, get myself into some trouble doing silly things before. Yep. I'm gonna try a different design. Oh man, that's no good. You gotta get that warmed up. Oh yeah, no, this is pretty cool actually. I'm pretty impressed by it. So I'm just gonna wing it a little bit. Everybody loves a Saturn V, but it decided to glitch out and it was fairly complicated. So let's just go for it. I'm going to return to the main menu. I'm going to go to play. I'm going to delete this world because it's clearly freaking out. We're going to create a new one. And we're going to build a rocket. So let's just go straight to the big stuff. I do really like the trick with the aerodynamics to add this stuff. This is cool. So we're going to do this for sure. Come on there. Let's see. Because this lets you get more rockets on there. So let's go to our engines. Go to these big boys. We'll put them under these. Excellent. There we go. That's a little better. So we got that. Let's do... We're going to do a big rocket still. Or we're just going to kind of wing it. So that's first stage. That's a huge rocket. Look at this thing. Look at this thing go. Oh my gosh. It's enormous. Let me see. Ooh, the Falcon Heavy. Oh no. let's just build one big rocket and see how it goes first. And then we'll do that. I think what happened was I went way out of the build area was the main problem with that last build. Why is this doing that? It's really weird. Let's move. How weird. Glitchy stuff. Very glitchy things. We'll do that. We'll do like one of these. And then we'll do another separator. I'm actually going to leave this the same size and we'll just put a lander in here. I think could be fun. Actually, let's do it this way. I'm going to do this. Because why stack them? That seemed to cause it to misbehave. So we'll do this. We'll go down to like, can we do this? Ooh. It does dynamically change these things. But we got to tweak it a bit. Okay, that's cool. So what we want is like a space vehicle with, which one is that? High efficiency, low thrust. We're just going to see what happens. Is that a 10 wide? Or an 8 wide? That's an 8 wide. Yeah, okay. I'm going to guesstimate something like that. And then a separator and a big old lander. Let's see. We want, what do we got here? Basics, capsules, landing legs. Landing legs are cool. An only solar powered rocket. I don't know if they have the ability to do that yet. They don't have electricity in here, do they? Oh, they do have solar panels. Okay. It could be possible. It could very well be possible. How big is this little guy? This is like a Kerbal trick I'm doing right now. Ooh, we'll do this. 1 second. This will look really cool. Neat. Probe. Okay, we got a probe. We want a little fuel tank. We want it's kind of the Apollo 11. Okay. Hold up. We gotta do this backwards. Where is... Where is that engine at? What I want to see is, can I get a lander to the moon with no experience with this program whatsoever? And the answer is probably going to be, I have no idea. Robe. Put some landing legs on it. We should put something silly on top of it. What should we put on top? Could be like really goofy and put solar panels on it or some silliness. Yeah. I'm gonna say it shouldn't be too super hard. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. We're gonna call this test 1. It's got a really good thrust to weight ratio right now. Meh. Where we are going, we don't need parachutes. Did something explode? Woo! That's loud. Oh my goodness. Oh, it doesn't want to turn. It does not want to turn. Come on. Come on, turn. Oh, wait, it's that thing. I'm in the wrong darn buttons. That's okay. We got this. That should do. Cool, cool. It's getting there. What is it? Gotcha. I think I pitched over too much. We'll see though. This might actually end up being very close to the real thing. But I don't think it's gonna make it. Nah, it's gonna run out. Okay. Let's revert to build. It needs a bit more fuel. What can we do? Come on. Click all these. Give that a try. Might need a few more of these. I'm not sure. Okie dokie. This is looking good. This is looking real good. Much better. We're looking good. This poor little part doesn't have as much thrust though, so it's having a bit of a hard time here. We're gonna see. I think it's gonna make it. Maybe. If we can just get above the atmosphere with enough fuel left, I think we're gonna handle this. gonna be so close. Come on. It's not quite enough. Not quite enough. Needs a little more thrust on the second stage. It's so close, though. Look how close we got. So close. Just needs more thrust. We could do a Falcon 9. We could try it. Let me look at this. Hit the tab. Goodness gracious, this person gets up to some shenanigans. That's cool, though. Hey, what up? Might also be fun to do a starship. So, we know that we need just a smidge more power, I think, on the second stage. So, let's see here. Not what I really wanted, but we'll see what we can do here. All right. Actually, that might do the trick. Let me see. It's very finicky about that, isn't it? I'm gonna just give this a go. Sure. I'm thinking might need slightly more fuel at the top of this. I don't know. I think it's mostly the thrust that's killing me because we're not doing an efficient burn. I want to see something. See, it didn't retain this. Let's try it with 4, because that'll be easier to get it to do. There we go. And then I think I am going to attempt a smidge more fuel, but not too much. Lift that up. We'll do, where is it? 12 wide. Really? We're gonna do that way? Okay. Interesting. Somehow we didn't get the leg. It's kind of weird. This interface on PC is a little silly. Doesn't like to cooperate. Okay. We'll try test 3 here. All we want to do is get it into space. Okay. Let's see. This is working. Looking better. Let me see. %. 75 degrees. This is looking a lot better. I think I'm going to pitch up slightly. I think this rocket's just a smidge too heavy for that. I'm just hoping we're gonna have enough fuel left when we get there. Okay. I'm gonna throttle this back a bit. About 50%, and we'll try it that way. And we're gonna see. I still don't think it's gonna make it. We could just detach the next stage though and go. I think it has enough fuel. Oh no, somebody did a space shuttle on that too. Alright, we're gonna boost this bad boy. Oh, so close. I'll take it. Gonna try to go to the moon with this. We'll see if it works. We're gonna have to rotate this thing though. It's a bit on the hefty side. There goes our fairing. Apparently that fell off. And it took our solar panels with it. No, that's okay. We don't really care about this. All right, I'm going to do a radial burn inward to try to tweak this slightly. It's going to be a very small... That'll work. Cool. So we need to go to the moon. Oh, that's really nice. It actually shows you how to get there. That's awesome. I like that a lot. All right, we're going to line up ahead of time. So, because of the way orbits work, if we point ourselves the direction we're going to be going when we do our burn to leave, we'll actually be pointing that way more or less when we get going, like when we get to that point. So about like so, I think. Yeah. Can we save? We can't save. Great quick save. Quick save number 1. So you'll notice the craft's just going to keep pointing the direction you leave it once you're in space. And by the time we get around here, we'll be pointing more or less where we want to be. Okay. Why are we still time warping? Ha! I wish. Nah, but I've put a lot of time into Kerbal Space Program. We're gonna zoom in on this. Oh, that's nice. It even tells you how many meters per second of velocity change you need to do. That's a really cool feature. I like that, actually. This is looking really solid. I'm going to throttle down. We're going to round off this burn. Just a little bit of tweaking. A little bit of tweaking and off. So let's see. Are we on our way to the moon now? Where's our actual encounter? Aha, okay, okay. So this is cool. It actually kind of shows you. So we could adjust this a bit to try and tweak how close we'll be. Let me make a quick save real quick. All right. Nice. I've been shown a link to a how to build the starship in this, and it looks pretty rad. So that's fine. We want to adjust that. So let's see. This has us flying by the moon. Let's do a little adjustment. I'm going to point the craft inward slightly. Actually, I'm just going to point the craft inward. So this is a radial in. And then we're going to see what this does. So I'm going to give it like 20%. Okay, so we want to point the other way. Now we have our bearings on that. So if we point radial out, it's going to tighten up that approach. No, I'm using Google Translate, actually. I kind of wish I did, but unfortunately I don't. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. We may want to adjust this slightly by doing radial out with a hint of retrograde. Hey, pretty good. Trying this out finally. Nope, nope. Didn't like that. So we'd want a little bit of a prograde component. Back it off a bit more. See, when you're going this far through space, you have little tiny adjustments can really make all the difference. Literally, we could do like 0.4%. That ought to be pretty good. So now we get this nice tight approach here. I think that'll be enough distance for this thing to land. I don't really know. We may want to be a little higher. Let me see. Yep. All right, so let's do a slight tweak. We saw that radial out with a retrograde component. Oh, Kerbal Space Program is my my jam. I've got somewhere around 1,000 hours in it. Just honestly to fill in the space, because this is a mobile game and it's running. It can only run in vertical mode, so I figured we don't want it to just be a bunch of blank space. So why not we make it big? All right. This fine tuning is almost complete. That seems better to me. Oh yeah, no, I love Kerbal. I got a couple of videos on my YouTube actually saved up. There's a really good Apollo recreation on there. Ooh. That's always fun. So we're headed in this direction. We're going to be going, it looks like this way. I'm going to do that trick I did before where I line the vehicle up. Beforehand. We'll see if it works. That should be good enough. All right. Let's go. Oh yeah, no, I put a lot of time in actually specifically Apollo. I am up to some other stuff now. I want to do some space stations, some Mars missions. Hey, thank you for stopping by. We gotta do some reusables. We gotta do some Starship, some Falcon 9. I did a mission to Jool a long time ago that was really cool. I hit all the moons with a probe. I gotta do that one again too. It was like rad. It was like my first 30 hours of playing the game too. I was big orbital constructed mission to Jool with a ton of parts. I don't even know how I did it. I have no idea. I think it's just crazy that I even accomplished such a thing. Can't really tell which way I'm going to be pointing with this. This is very strange. I feel like I'm not really going to be there? Question mark. Slow that down. I want to read this real quick. Ah, that's a bummer. It seems pretty worth it for what this program is. I mean, this is pretty cool for a mobile program. This runs on a cell phone. Like, that's awesome to me. We're going to come in at like 500. So I was wrong about the direction I was going to be pointing, but I was misreading the diagram. The way they're displaying the patch conics. I am currently playing it on a PC. This is running on BlueStacks. Seems to be doing a good job. A little glitchy. Had some glitches. It's not too bad. Okay, we're back at one time. So we are going to get captured into orbit around the moon. We're going to be pointing about that a direction. Oh, wrong button. I keep doing that. I don't know why. I think it's just that kind of day. That should be about lined up. All right, let's get in there. On the real Apollo missions, they actually did a capture burn that put them in an elliptical orbit. Then they went around one time and they did a circularization burn because it was more efficient. I know. Oh my God. I was so excited and then it got delayed and then it got delayed. It's kind of a bummer. Luckily, they're still developing Kerbal itself, and there's still so much to do in that. But I am really excited about Kerbal 2, especially if it's really going to have multiplayer. I've played Kerbal with multiplayer before via mods, and it was glitchy, don't get me wrong. But it was really cool. Me and a friend collaborated and built a moon base. It was awesome. All right, so we're about to do our retrograde burn. I don't know what kind of difference in velocity we're going to need, but let's give it a go and see what we get. Heck. We're already in orbit around it. All right, so let's adjust. I'm going to point about there. I'm going to time accelerate closer to the point. So if you have to do a really long burn, you actually want to start before you reach this point, because this is your periaps. This is the lowest point. So you kind of want to bracket it where you start the burn and you end the burn at kind of the same distance from that point time-wise. In Kerbal, you can come up with how long your burn is actually going to be, and you can do that. So you're seeing here, we're starting to get where the periaps and apoaps are rotating. We could adjust that if we wanted to. I think if we were to point this away a bit more. Yep, you see how that tightened that back up? So we've added a component of radial to our burn, just a small one. We're pointing a bit above prograde, or well, retrograde rather, and that is rotating the orbit back around. It kind of evens up our stuff a bit. Now you kind of have to tweak that as you go, but you can see we've already got it basically circular here, so we don't really need to mess with it anymore right now. So we're in orbit. This is a valid orbit around the moon. So a couple things we just learned. This thing is way too big. That's why I had such a hard time launching it, because I designed this to carry like the Apollo return vehicle and everything, and then I just said, forget it. I'm going to just slap a lander on it and try to land it. So let's see. We might have gotten here all this way for nothing. Why am I calling that T? I want to call it 5. Okay. Quick save 5. Whatever. So we need to separate our lander, and then we need to land it on the moon. So we could do this a couple ways. We've got a quick save. Let's see if the lander can do the whole bit. And then if the lander can't do the whole bit, we can have this thing drop it down into a lower orbit. But I don't know how well the lander is going to do. So let's see what we got. We're going only about 300 meters per second. I can't imagine that lander's not going to be able to handle that. Especially since the moon in this is flat. I am going to point this towards the planet to separate. We'll see how it does. Okay. That was weird. How strange. Is that engine on? Let's do like 1%. Hey, catch you later. There we go. We just had to zoom in a little bit. All right. So let's do a couple percentage points and see what we get. So this is going to lower our orbit, in theory. All right, so that's our descent initiation burn. We're going to go down, and then we're going to try to slow down. That dropped our speed by quite a bit, and that was just at 37%. Again, I can't imagine this thing won't be able to land, but we'll see what we can do. So we're going to go around till we're about here, and then we'll initiate our true descent burn and see how it goes. So we need to orient. Because we're going to be going about like so by the time we get over there. Looking good. All right. All right, so now we actually initiate descent. I think we can honestly just kind of slow our roll here a bit because we want to save fuel. There we go. We're starting to come in. Okay. I'm just going to do like a gentle burn. And then as we get in closer, we'll see what we need to do. Really, we just want to kind of cancel out gravity as we're going down here and then do a big burst because we can slow down real fast. I don't know how this camera's oriented though. This is kind of funny. So we're going about 120 meters a second. And we're at 5 clicks. 5 kilometers. Oh, cool. Okay. So this is the part where we want to do some stuff. Okay. So we need to zero out our velocity. There we go. Cool. All right, so we're only vertical now. Now we just pretty much kind of control this until the right point. So we're about 1 kilometer up. $600 meters. Let's fix that. Yes, yes. I am on Twitch. I'm being overly... Oh, we took off. We've landed. Nice. That was awesome. I wonder... I mean, we could try to send this back. It's not meant to. It's just a lander. But we could try. Why not, you know? Should we give it a go? Where are we at? I wonder if we could... We can't dock with the thing again. Hey, thank you. All right, so the moon's going that way. If we... take off that way, that would launch us out. We want to go this way, I believe. Well, we can't land back on home, but we could get there. We'll leave it, though, for now. So we've successfully landed on the moon. Not too shabby. Let's build a new rocket. So not bad. That was pretty fun. Where else? What else could we build? Should we build an ion vehicle? I feel like we should try to build an ion vehicle of some sort. Do something silly or, what? You know what? Let's do a reusable rocket. Let's do a rocket that flies up and comes back and lands for funsies. Oh. We'll give it a go. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up my thing here that he was showing me earlier. That says how to do one of those. I'm not gonna do all the complexity of this tutorial I found for Falcon 9. I kind of want to do the Starship. Let's do I'm going to do the Starship. Let me look at this. Cuz that one it's humongous, but it actually looks fairly simple. Which sounds ridiculous, but it's true. This should be really neat. So, yada, yada, yada. Clever. Very clever. I'm impressed already. How neat. Okay. Let's try this. Clear this out. We'll do 12 wide. Pretty sure it's 12 wide. Thing's pretty big. The super heavy ain't no joke. Engines. What engines was he using though in this tutorial that I'm finding? Okay, it's the big heckin' chonker engines. That's what it is. Do this. So this is rather clever, actually. I'm gonna improvise too a bit. Wait a minute. Do I not have that lined up? There we go. It really struggles with that, doesn't it? I'm just not quite getting the hang of this thing. I have such a hard time with these. Let's see if I get it. Come on, thing. Work, darn you. Cooperate with me. Why does it do that? That's so weird. Oh, God. What is this thing doing? I don't even know anymore. Oh, my gosh. This is so funny. This is so silly. Okay. Come on. You can do it, little rocket engines. I believe in you. Doesn't want to... How weird. All right, we'll do it this way. That's a little better. Try this. I might be doing this wrong. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see. Doesn't want to. I wish you could click drag or any kind of easier methodology for this. I cannot get these middle engines to work. And I'm probably not going to worry about it, actually, to tell you the complete and honest truth. Or we'll do it like this and just make the darn thing happy. Let's try it with this. All right, we're gonna improvise because this is not cooperating. So what we're gonna do is we need like some kind of landing structure, I think, right? It's got to land on something. Problem is I don't got time to watch a whole nother darn video here. But I kind of see what they're doing. A little bit. We're just going to do our own version of it. All right, so we need a big darn rocket that can land itself. Let's go for that. What can we do? We need something structural. How big are these, by the way? Not big enough. Not big enough. Ooh, but idea. Watch this. Okay. Go away. Go away, stupid little things. Aerodynamics. Bearings? I don't think that's gonna work. If I had to fathom a guess. So none of these are quite the right size. But I'm going to try this because this is like Kerbal shenanigans now. I see people doing these things in these videos, and I just have no idea how they're pulling this off. Some kind of glitch. There we go. Okay. I'll take it. It looks kind of okay. No. There we go. Okay. Cool. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Okay. We got that. Let's put another fairing thing down over this. Maybe like a really skinny one. Yeah. We just don't want it to fall off. We need to know if that's going to fall off or not. We could do like landing legs on it. That could work, right? What could go wrong? No, that doesn't work. That's fine. I kind of like it. If it falls off, it doesn't really hurt us. Okay. I just need an idea of the... Excuse me. I need an idea of the dimensions that I'm going for in this guy's video. I believe the dimensions are exceedingly large is what we're going for here. Yeah. Okay. So, let's just keep stacking. We're stacking. Just stack them up. Do like 4 of them. Let's move the whole darn thing too. We're gonna need... Is there a way to clip a probe into this thing? Because it's gonna need a probe, right? I would think it would need a probe. I could be wrong. In video memes? What I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we got that. We might not be able to land the first stage. We might have to land the second stage, but that's okay. $12 wide. Give it like some aerodynamics. That looks cool, right? Yeah. You know what? We don't want to do that though, because we're going to need it to be able to land itself, whatever it is. So let's undo that. Let's do like 2 of these. And then we'll do 2 of those, but we got to do them one at a time. I think this is the current plan. Is they're doing like this like paired configuration. We'll see if that's even controllable. I don't know if it will be or not. Engines. Let's do like a capsule up at the top, maybe. I think we need more fuel. Maybe like that. Not that. Basics. That's just a little nose cone. We need like let's do this. Yes, no, maybe so. We need We're either going to need a probe or a capsule. One or the other. Let's do a probe because it'll be easier that way. This is going to look derpy. Don't get me wrong. Ta-da! And then put this up here too. We got some arrow stuff. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna try it. We're not gonna be able to land the first stage, unfortunately, but we're gonna try to land the second stage. I don't know if it'll work. Nope. It'd probably help if I turned all the rockets on. Oh, that's right. You can change the colors. I didn't even think about that. Whoa, bring that back. This is just gonna boost this thing, I think. So this is in disposable mode. Don't think that worked. All right, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. it doesn't want to separate for some reason. So we're going to need to revert that. Honestly, I'm about out of time anyway, but I want to try this. Let's just do this. Let's see if we can get let's get just the starship part to do it. Can we get the starship to fly? Let's like boost it up a bit and then come back down. We don't need super heavy. I'm gonna do it without the vacuum engines because we don't need them. I don't even know if this thing can land on its engines is the real tricky part. So we'll try. All right, so the goal here is to take off. Let's fly up to say 20 kilometers and then see if we can land it. That's what they're gonna do soon, so why not us too? So we're gonna cut soon. We're not gonna go that high. Okay. We're spinning about. Come on, spin faster. With the engines on, we can rotate quicker. Look at that. Okay. Now we're going to try to rotate around. Come back down for a safe landing, but we don't know how well that's going to work. So what we want is to simply hold off the acceleration of gravity. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. It's going somewhat better. Okay. So we are falling towards the ground. We can now throttle this back a bit, I think. Oh, no. It counts. We landed. Success. Mission accomplished. Apollo 13 ending. Everybody's clapping. Yay. Not a bad first attempt. At least we found the ground. I'd love to know where the heck Where's the launch pad compared to this madness? How far off was I? I can't even tell. Wish I could see it. That's kind of fun, though. I think if that was flat, we would have landed. That wasn't too bad. I don't know. We'll have to try that in Kerbal sometime. I think I should do that next time I play it. But it does appear to be time. I'm going to go ahead and stop here for the evening. I might be back later on. I don't know. I got to find out what I got to do tonight, if I got anything going on. If I am going to be back, it would be at 8. If not, then I will see you all again on Thursday, probably about 8 o'clock. Maybe a little bit earlier if I can swing it, but work's kind of a thing where you spend most of your day there and then you got to get some stuff done before you can have fun. So doesn't always work out that way. But I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate the interest. This is definitely fun. I am impressed. This is a mobile game. This runs on a cell phone. Like, come on, that's pretty great. I don't know. I recommend it. If you have a cell phone, if you're interested in space flight, check this out. It is sophisticated enough that real maneuvers do what they're supposed to do. It leaves out the complicated shenanigans when you have inclinations in your orbit, and it's fairly simple. So, I don't know. I like it. That being said, we're going to play a lot more Kerbal too, because Kerbal is my jam. Yep. No, it's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. Check this out later on if you missed any part of it you want to see. Played this for about 2 hours. We landed on the moon. We tried to land on the planet with a starship. It didn't quite work out, but hey, that's how that goes sometimes. I think we need to do that in Kerbal. I think that's going to go a lot better. So maybe we'll do that next time I play Kerbal. Anyway, thank you again, everyone, and have a good one.